Welcome to our May angel reading and intuitive guidance. We're going to be looking at the theme for May, the energy that's coming up. We're also going to be looking at the astrology dates and key events. We will take a look at angel cards for the month and their meaning, and I'll share with you how you can navigate all of this energy and everything coming up during May so that you can make the most out of it. So let's start with the theme. So when I was tuning in, the theme that was coming up was the uncovering. So what does this mean? So when I was looking into it, the image that I was getting was of layers of cloth being peeled away. It's like you're like peeling away layers of cloth. And there's some hidden treasure beneath all of these layers. And it's like you're looking for it and you're peeling each layer away. And as each layer is peeled away, you get a bit closer to that hidden treasure. So the significance of this is that it's all about a hidden treasure that we have deep inside of us. And the process of uncovering or unveiling all of these layers that we have built up that have been blocking what's within us, and to get back to what was always there, what was always inside us that we may have forgotten about, that we may have hidden, that we may have denied. And this is our true nature. This is our awakened state, our God state. So the energy of May will be leading us back down this path of uncovering. It will be allowing us to uncover what was never lost, with what has always been there. And for some, it'll be the starting point on this path. They'll just be beginning their journey. For others, they'll be further along the path. And for others still, they will be at the end of the road. Now, that's not to say there is an end, because the universe in its infinite nature as it is always evolving, expanding, and there is no end to this process. There's just more unfolding. But there is a point that you get to where you realize your true state, and then it's just allowing that true state to come through more fully and unfolding into it more and more. So this is going to be really complemented by some of the astrology events or dates that are coming up. And they're going to be really supporting this uncovering process. So just to give a quick overview, we have on the 1st of the month, Mercury Retrograde. I'll go into this in a bit more detail. We have on the 5th, we have the 5-5 doorway and the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, so big event. On the 19th, we have the new moon in Taurus. And then on the 21st, we have the start of Gemini season. So let's take a look at these dates. So on the 1st, as I said, we've Mercury retrograde. It's starting on the 1st and it'll go on until the 15th of the month. So it seems like the month will be starting off slow with Mercury going in retrograde. But this is the trigger for the uncovering process. And the other events will be complementing it. But as I always say, Mercury retrograde is about inward communication. We're so focused on outward communication, about speaking to others, about speaking, conversationally, about thinking. So inward communication to me is going within and tuning into your heart, tuning into your soul guidance, tuning into your inner wisdom. So that when Mercury has that retrograde motion, it's about going back inwards. So we'll be rediscovering what's already inside us. So that'll begin that process. And then on the 5th, we have the 5-5 doorway. So the 5th of May is the 5th of the 5th. And 5, this number in numerology, is all about change. And we'll be looking at the changes that we are facing. What changes are you facing? And probably more importantly, asking yourself, what changes are you resisting? What are you resisting? And really exploring that on the 5th and, asking yourself those difficult questions, and then letting go and trusting that you're being guided and that the change that is coming about is ultimately for your highest good. And then also on the 5th, we have this really strong lunar eclipse energy with the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And the lunar eclipse, we just went through a solar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse is when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and this causes a shadow on the moon. So the lunar eclipse, the moon can sometimes seem like a reddish color, and this is why it's sometimes called a blood moon. But the significance of this is that we have this eclipse, this shadow energy, and we have the Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is associated with deep transformation. It also has this emotional intensity to it and the unveiling of hidden truths. So again, we have this uncovering of something that's deep within. And the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio may bring this intense energy, the intense emotions, and it may allow you to uncover hidden truths in your life. So it is going to be a potent energy, and it is a really powerful time for letting go of old patterns, letting go of anything that's no longer serving you, and embracing change. But it is also a very important time for self-care, and really just grounding your energy. So the lunar eclipse is asking us to examine our values, to examine our relationships, to examine our resources, to make the necessary changes to align with our deepest truths and desires. So much going on in this day, so much energy behind this. And it's a really potent time for transformation. It's a potent time for growth, for letting go, for inciting change. And as I said, really important to stay grounded and centered during this phase, because it's not just the 5th. We'll be feeling the effects leading up to it and the week after it as well. So trust the process of change and growth, and know that ultimately it's for your highest good. So following that, we have the new moon in Taurus on the 19th. So the new moon, we always have this fresh new start with the new moon. It's all about new beginnings. It's when the moon is dark in the sky, we can't see it. It's just beginning to form the crescent moon over the coming days. And it's time to plant seeds of intention. It's time to visualize what you want to create in your life. It's time to be in that energy of creation. And if you're not doing this, if you're not setting intentions during the new moon phase, I highly recommend that you start doing this, that you start tuning in and setting intentions, because it is so powerful. It sets you up for the rest of the moon cycle, the rest of the month, and leading up to the next full moon. And you can get so much done when you are aligned and in your power, when you set those powerful intentions. And because this new moon is in Taurus, Taurus is an earth sign, and Taurus is associated with the material world, with physical pleasures, with the senses. So it's a really grounded full moon or new moon. And it's also associated with Taurus energy is associated with qualities of persistence, of patience, of determination. So it's a powerful manifesting energy. And during the new moon in Taurus, we can harness these energies to manifest our desires and to bring our goals, our desires, our dreams into reality. So this may involve setting intentions related to finances, to career, to your home life, your relationships, to your physical health, whatever intentions, and you can do all of the above. You can set intentions in relation to all areas of your life. It's so powerful, and it's so powerful to set intentions, particularly during this new moon in Taurus. And it's going to be related also to the themes of Taurus. So we have the theme of stability coming up, we have security coming up, we have abundance coming up, and also sensuality. Taurus loves its sensual pleasures in life. So you may want to take time during this new moon phase to slow down, to go within, to set intentions, to take care of your body, to really indulge yourself in the pleasures of life, to allow yourself to indulge. Often we don't give ourselves time to indulge, or we don't give ourselves permission to indulge. So yeah, just giving yourself permission to really enjoy life and the pleasures that it brings. And then On the 21st, we have the start of Gemini season. So Gemini is an air sign. It's going to bring in this light, airy energy. Gemini is associated with communication, with or curiosity, with versatility. And remember that Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So this is the planet of communication. And this is a time when communication is going to be emphasized. And Mercury will have gone direct on the 15th. So Gemini season will be starting when Mercury is no longer in retrograde. It will be going direct on the 15th. So it means that Gemini season is starting with Mercury direct, which is great. So during Gemini season, we may feel more social, or you may feel more outgoing. And Gemini loves to connect with others. It loves to be social, to share ideas, to have interesting conversations. So you may feel that you're more social. You may feel a little bit of sense of restlessness also that might be coming up. And you may have a desire for new experiences. So if you are finding that you're more talkative, you're more social, if you're feeling inspired to connect with others, to share ideas, then go with that. Make any arrangements during Gemini season to socialize, to be out with others, to have interesting conversations. And Gemini also loves to learn and explore. So it can be a brilliant time to try new things, to take new courses, new classes, or to travel, to explore. And during Gemini season starts on the 21st, as I said, of May, and runs until around the 20th, 21st of June. So you may find that you're more open to change during this time. And of course, this complements the theme of the month, which is the uncovering that I mentioned earlier. So Gemini will be leading us through this change that we're experiencing. So overall, really positive energy, really positive things coming up. Just be mindful during the full moon, the lunar eclipse, of your energy, your emotions, and giving yourself extra time for self-care if that's needed. And then we are going to look at the angel cards for the month. So I have these heart and soul angel cards that I have already shuffled. I asked the angels to cleanse the cards and to guide me in the choices of cards. So these cards popped up. The first one is from Pagel's suite of Heart's Desire Angels. So this card is Ramiel. This is the guardian angel of clarity. And Ramiel is all about clarifying life issues with angelic light. So I love this card. Ramiel advises you to clarify your current situation. You may feel surrounded or fenced in by life's challenges, unable to see either yourself or your path clearly. This clouding of issues could be preventing you from wholeheartedly pursuing your true heart's desire. To aid you to overcome these difficulties, Ramiel offers you his lens filled with angelic light so that you can see through the mist. Involve the heart, for it is not heart's desire, for is it not heart's desire you seek? View Ramiel's image. There in the distance is your dream, and it is realizable if you pause long enough to gain clarity with Ramiel. So when you work with Ramiel, you can plan a route towards your dreams. And also I love that imagery of the clouds parting. It is very like that uncovering that I was saying, where we're discovering those something that's been hidden, some hidden truth. So you may feel guided to call on Ramiel during the month, to work with Ramiel to help you to clarify life issues. And then the second card that came up is from the suite of Sacred Hallows Light Tools. And we've had this card before. This is the Butterfly and Dragonfly Mandala. So we see these beautiful purples and mauve and blue colors. This is the card of psychic and spiritual development and transformation. And it's linked with Ariel, Uriel, Fuel, and Ruiel. So these two elemental winged creatures appear on stone glyphs dating back over 25,000 years. Both have the power of air, breath of life in common, offering to help you expand your inner or outer horizons. Bringing blue, violet, and mauve light vibrations, they clarify thought processes, build spiritual consciousness and awareness, and carry the opportunity of psychic development at an appropriate level. To connect with them, imagine being enveloped by their mandala of swirling light energy. So you can ask to be connected with this mandala of swirling light energy, visualize these colors, see it all around you, and just sit with it and allow it to open up your psychic senses. And then the final card that we have is from the suite of Sacred Hollows Light Tools again, and this is the Heart Grail and Four Rivers of Eden. I really love this card. Whoops. So this is the card of the Heart Grail and Healing Power of Water of Life. So this card says you are a water carrier with true Aquarius energy. You may already understand about water of life and have inner intuition about its true healing potential. Now you are taken infinitely further, for this is water of life pouring from the four rivers of Eden into the perfect grail. It offers both internal and external cleansing. With enough love, you can hold this grail within your heart. Each river carries a cardinal virtue: wisdom, courage, moderation, and endurance. As they pour into your heart, it is freed from blocks, opening the heart's flower of life to radiate pure, unconditional love. The angels say you can use this sacred pattern to heal the water of life within your body, returning it to perfect form. So you can visualize this image of this card, you can meditate on it, you can ask for the water of life to pour through you to heal and cleanse. And again, this reminds me of this uncovering that I was talking about. This water of life will simply wash away those layers, those veils that we have been holding on to, and help you to reconnect with that hidden treasure within you. So I really love the energy that's coming up for May. I think it's a really powerful energy, a really powerful time of spiritual progression. And for those of us who are actively working with our spiritual development, working with our angels, working with our guides, working with developing our psychic abilities, I think we're going to have a giant leap forward if we choose to, if we are aware and awake and ready to make that step. Of course, if you're not ready, you're not going to be forced to do anything that you're not ready to do. But I think for those of us who are, it'll be a really powerful time. So I forgot to mention before we go, we are opening up applications for Certified Angel Intuitive. The next group is starting in May, and this is the course that allows you to become an Angel Intuitive with a certification. So you can use this in your professional practice, or you can use it with family and friends to give them angel readings and guidance. And you can also use it in your own life. It's really powerful. So if you would like to apply, I'm opening up 20 places. I'll leave a link below to the application and you can fill in all your details. So I hope this has helped you. Thank you for being here. I will see you very soon for the next episode. Bye bye.